Maggie Smith's story is one of transformation, dedication, and immense talent, rising from the streets of Ilford, Essex, to become one of the most celebrated actresses in the world. Born Margaret Natalie Smith on December 28, 1934, Maggie's early years were marked by the upheaval of World War II, leading her family to relocate to Oxford. There, the young Maggie was exposed to an environment rich in culture, art, and theater, elements that would define her career. Though not overtly extroverted, Maggie's imagination and natural instinct for performance began to take shape during her teenage years, an instinct that soon led her to join the Oxford Playhouse. By 17, she was already standing on stage in Shakespeare's Twelfth Night, marking the first step in her journey to become an iconic figure in British theatre, rising through the ranks from the Old Vic to the Royal Academy. The early years of Maggie Smith's career saw her tackle some of the most challenging roles in Shakespearean theatre. By the late 1950s, she joined the prestigious Old Vic, where she began to gain recognition for her performances in plays like Othello, Twelfth Night, and Antony and Cleopatra. It was here that Maggie's talent truly blossomed, as critics began to notice her unique ability to blend restraint with intensity, to convey emotion in a way that felt both authentic and deeply powerful. Her time at the Old Vic also placed her under the influence of legendary figures like Laurence Olivier, who, despite their occasional rivalry, recognized her undeniable skill. Their working relationship proved to be a defining moment for Maggie, as it sharpened her resilience and pushed her artistic boundaries. A Hollywood star is born breaking into film. While Maggie Smith's stage career was flourishing, the world of cinema began to take notice of her extraordinary talent. In 1958, she appeared in her first notable film, Nowhere to Go, a British crime thriller. Though she was still relatively unknown, her performance earned her a BAFTA nomination, a sign of the recognition that was to come. But it was in 1963, with the VIPs alongside Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor, that Maggie caught the eye of Hollywood producers. Her breakthrough role, however, came in 1970 when she portrayed Jean Brodie in the prime of Miss Jean Brodie. Her performance as the eccentric, manipulative teacher was a revelation, earning her an Academy Award for Best Actress. Maggie's remarkable ability to bring depth to every character, whether on stage or screen, would define the trajectory of her career. Maggie Smith's personal life, a journey of love and loss. Behind the fame and accolades, Maggie Smith's personal life was filled with challenges. She married actor Robert Stevens in the 1960s, and though their partnership began with promise, it was soon overshadowed by his battles with alcoholism and infidelity. The relationship crumbled under the strain, and after a painful divorce in 1973, Maggie found herself raising their two sons, Toby and Chris, on her own. Yet in the midst of the turmoil, Maggie found love again with playwright Beverly Cross. They married in 1975, and Cross became her steady support throughout the years. When Cross passed away in 1998, Maggie was left devastated, never remarrying because, as she later said, no one could replace him. Despite the personal tragedies, Maggie continued to work and thrive, her dedication to her craft remaining unwavering. Health struggles and the relentless pursuit of art. In addition to the personal challenges she faced, Maggie Smith also battled significant health issues. In the 1980s, she was diagnosed with Graves' disease, an autoimmune condition that affected her thyroid and caused noticeable changes in her appearance. Despite undergoing treatment, Maggie continued to act, refusing to let her illness dictate the course of her career. In 2007, while filming Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. Maggie's strength and resilience were apparent as she continued to film the iconic role of Professor McGonagall, even while undergoing chemotherapy. She later admitted that the treatments had left her exhausted, but quitting was never an option. Acting was her anchor, and she never let anything take away her passion for the stage and screen. A global icon, Harry Potter and Downton Abbey. Maggie Smith's career continued to reach new heights in the 21st century as she became globally recognized for her roles in Harry Potter and Downton Abbey. In 2001, she appeared as Professor McGonagall in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. For millions of children around the world, Maggie's portrayal of the stern yet compassionate teacher became a defining part of their childhood. Over the course of the series, she became a beloved figure, embodying the qualities of wisdom, strength, and loyalty. Around the same time, Maggie's role as the Dowager Countess of Grantham in Downton Abbey further cemented her status as a cultural icon. Her portrayal of Violet Crawley, with her sharp wit and cutting one-liners, won her numerous accolades, including 3 Primetime Emmy Awards, a Golden Globe, and 4 Screen Actors Guild Awards. A lasting friendship with Judi Dench. Throughout her career, Maggie Smith's friendship with fellow actress Judi Dench was one of the cornerstones of her personal life. The two women first met in the 1950s at the Old Vic, where they were both young actresses trying to make their mark. Despite their differences, Maggie's sharp wit contrasted with Judi's warmth. The two formed a bond that would last over 6 decades. They appeared together in several films, including Tea with Mussolini and The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel, and on stage in The Breath of Life. Their natural chemistry was evident both on and off screen, and their friendship became legendary. Maggie and Judi rejected the idea of a rivalry, instead embracing their shared love of acting and mutual respect for one another's talent. Judi once said, "Maggie is one of my closest friends. I couldn't do half of what she does." A heartbreaking goodbye. The loss of Maggie Smith. In September 2024, Maggie Smith passed away at the age of 89. The news of her death sent shockwaves through the world of theater and film. She left behind a legacy that would inspire generations to come, her influence undeniable in both the acting world and beyond. For Judi Dench, the loss of her dear friend was especially painful. When asked about grief, Judi spoke with an emotional rawness that revealed the depth of her sorrow. Just days later, during Maggie's funeral, Judi planted a crab apple tree in her memory, a gesture that would become a private tribute to their enduring friendship. Maggie Smith had given the world unforgettable performances, but perhaps her greatest role was as the friend she was to Judi Dench. Now, as Judi mourns, she keeps Maggie close, carrying the memory of their bond in the quiet spaces of her heart. Maggie Smith's enduring legacy. Maggie Smith's legacy is built on decades of extraordinary performances, unforgettable characters, and an unparalleled ability to transform on stage and screen. From her early days at Oxford and the Old Vic to her iconic roles in Harry Potter and Downton Abbey, Maggie's talent transcended generations. Her ability to command attention, whether in the grandeur of Shakespeare or the intimacy of film, made her a national treasure in Britain and a beloved figure around the world. But it is not just her work that will be remembered. It is her humanity, her resilience, and her unwavering dedication to her craft that will ensure Maggie Smith's place in the hearts of millions for years to come. The friendship that defined an era. The friendship between Maggie Smith and Judi Dench was one of the most remarkable in the history of British theatre. From their early days together at the Old Vic to their later years in films and television, the bond between the two women was built on mutual respect, love, and shared experiences. Their relationship, often described as a lifelong partnership, was a testament to the power of friendship in an industry that often pitted actresses against each other. Together, Maggie and Judi proved that true friendship can endure even in the face of fame, rivalry, and personal loss. Their story is one of loyalty, laughter, and love, and it will continue to inspire those who cherish the bonds that shape our lives. Remembering Maggie Smith, a tribute to a legend. As the world remembers Maggie Smith, it is clear that her contributions to the world of acting are immeasurable. She has left behind a body of work that is as rich and varied as the characters she brought to life. Her performances will continue to be studied, celebrated, and admired for generations to come. But beyond her work, Maggie's legacy will live on in the lives she touched, the friendships she forged, and the memories she created. In the end, it is not just her acting that defines her, but the warmth, humor, and strength that she brought to every aspect of her life. Maggie Smith will forever be remembered as one of the greatest actresses to have ever graced the stage and screen.